Okay, I agree with Colin
Yep,
Kaepernick.
you agree with everything Colin Kaepernick's done. You agree that he should have been able to kneel for the Pledge of
Oh, I do.
Allegiance.
I honestly do agree with Colin
Okay,
Kaepernick.
I thought you thought it
Yeah,
was wrong.
I agree with everything he does. But there's one other thing I also. Oh, I'll let you finish it then.
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
There's one other thing that I also going to have to just agree with and know. There's consequences to your action. There's risks to your action.
Yep.
And if you're just willing to take action for getting notoriety, then don't take the action. You're not really doing anything. He took the action with the one knee and everything, and then his contract came up, and then he didn't get a job.
Right.
Was it because of that? I'm sure that had something to do with it, but I don't think that's the only reason that the NFL didn't take him in, because they like making money.
Well, one thing you can say it's not because of it or not, but the ratings in the NFL have gone down. I'm just saying they're down. I'm not saying it's definitely because of any kind of protest, but the ratings in the NFL are in for the NFL's ratings. They are low, and a couple of quarterbacks got injured, so there's a chance that Colin Kaepernick might actually get an opportunity to play this year. So,
I don't feel sad for anybody making all those millions of dollars.
I do, because he's not making millions of dollars sitting at home right now. He's not making nothing right now.
But he can go out there and do something else if he wants to.
Well, okay.
I don't feel bad for him, and I applaud the actions that he took for something that he believed in.
Mhm.
I applaud that, but the consequences come with that, and this is something that people should understand. If you do something, it has a cost. It has a direct causal and effect to it. And the effect of that may be that he didn't get a job.
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
but do I applaud what he does? Yeah, certainly I applaud what he does.
all right, Troop. So you agree with everything that Kaepernick did,
Yeah.
and you agree that protesting, standing for the Pledge of Allegiance is okay. Let's say you had a son, a little son.
No, I don't. The patriotism that's in me is a little different and everything. I think that if you don't want to salute the flag and everything, that's quite all right. I just believe that. But if you're gonna salute the flag or something like that, then you should salute the flag, or the national anthem. You should stand for the national anthem. I think you should. I really think you should, because it not only did this country, this is the problem I see with a lot of this country. It is not just a white country.
Right.
There's blacks who signed up to fight for this country during each war that was out there, so that they can have a better existence for their loved ones.
Okay.
Just for that. And it was for the flag that they did it. So, taking a knee on the flag, you're not taking a knee against white supremacy.
Okay.
You're taking a knee against all the people who ever wanted to do something for the political growth of this country, or economic growth, or any other growth of this country. You're taking a knee against everything. But I do applaud him for his own convictions of taking the knee. It was important for him to make his own personalized emotional statement to take the knee, and I applaud that. The consequences of that was what happened.
So you are against taking a knee for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Like I said, I'm not against or for taking a knee. If you don't want to take it, don't want to pledge allegiance, stand for the national anthem and do that, then don't. If you want to take a knee for a personal kind of protest and everything, go ahead. But don't get upset with the consequences for that. And myself, just on a personal note, would I do something like that? No, I'm an American citizen. I don't care what anybody said. I've ducked many bullets for this country.
Right.
And I may have went over there, joined the military out of curiosity, but in the back of my mind, I was following the legacy of all the other blacks who went over there to fight for this country.
Okay.
Many blacks went over to fight for this country.
All right. So I need you to try to imagine that you are 100% for kneeling for the flag.
Protesting against the country.
Protesting against the country.
I'm trying to imagine.
Okay, imagine that. Now, your child goes to school, and you find out your child does not stand for the Pledge of Allegiance in the morning.
Yeah.
Does your child get in trouble?
By who?
You.
No, well, how could I be telling the child that you're in trouble to doing the same thing I'm doing?
Because you're not violating any laws by kneeling. You're not violating any policies by kneeling, but he's violating the school rule. The school requires you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I think it's like the consequences are going to come. How old is the kid?
A 6th grader, 11.
11 years old.
Yep.
I got in trouble when I was a kid.
So I'm not following. So you're not going to be mad at him, or you are going to be mad at him? Are you going to tell him to stand, or you're not going to tell him to stand?
I'm going to tell him to do whatever he feels right, only because that's what I did. I will not sing America the Beautiful.
Okay.
Because it says, land of the pilgrims pride, lands where our fathers died. They was killing my people.
Right.
And I would not sing, and I got in all kinds of big trouble when I was a kid at school for not singing that song.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, a Detroit area teacher was put on leave after an 11-year-old boy said he was physically pushed out of his chair to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Stone Cheney, 11, a 6th grader at East Middle School in Farmington Hills, said he makes a pledge to God and family, not a flag. And he has skipped participation since the 2nd grade. God said, you don't worship anything other than me. Don't worship any idols, and pledging to a flag would kind of be worshiping it. It's not as if I have a reason or not. It's my right. What do you think about that?
I think there's a great opportunity that was missed there to actually tell you the truth.
Okay.
I think there was an opportunity. First off, before I go to the opportunity, one, teacher, you don't put your hands on the student.
Yep.
It's a kid. You don't do that.
Right.
You know, those old days are gone. You know?
Where you paddle a kid, your hands or whatever.
Rat tail, yeah.
Yep.
All those days are gone. So you're wrong in the first place. You should be suspended. You're not a teacher.
Yep.
And the opportunity was missed. And the opportunity, 11-year-old, it's like, here, this is your reading assignment right here. This is called the founding of this country, or the Constitution to the United States. You don't have to believe it.
Right.
But now you're going to have some more information about it to make up your mind whether you... Because his mind not made up. He's being directed. You know?
That's his religious belief, though.
Yeah, but it's still, at 11 years old, his religious belief is still directing the way he goes. Here's an alternative, not an alternative to that direction, but here's something else so you can help make up your mind. I'm all for people making up their mind and religious freedoms and all the First Amendment type of thing. But it's like, if you're old enough and you never wanted to know anything else, then go ahead and stay like that. But if you're a child and you're doing that and you really can't tell me what nuclear fission is like, then, you know, it's like you need a little bit more information before you make the argument. It's not trying to change the kid's argument now. You can stay the course any way you want to, but at least you have to make an argument. You know, and then you get a whole lot of learning out of that. They learn how to make an argument, logical, how to follow up a hypothesis, how to expand on their own theses. They learn a whole lot out of that. There was a missed learning opportunity with that.
You know what else was missed? Missed firing that boy's behind up for misbehaving in school. That's what else was missed. I'm tired of these stupid behind. I'm not going to stand because I don't want... Then homeschool your kid. If you don't want your kid to stand for the flag, then homeschool him. If you want your kid to go to a public school, there's public school rules, there's public school policies. Yeah. And part of the policies, if they say you got to stand for the flag, then stand for the flag. I would have tore my kid behind out.
I would have torn him up, but rules are rules. But you gotta tell them rules are rules.
Right. He knows he's been doing it since second grade and getting rid of the crap. I'm sure someone told him that the rules were rules since second grade. He's been doing it for 4 years.
But he never got any clarification on why do I have to do that?
God said, you don't worship any other idols than me. You're standing, you're just pledging to allegiance to a flag. You're not saying that the flag is God. That's a poor excuse too.
Yeah, but he was just quoting something that he heard. Even his words didn't have any real base or meaning to
right,
them. They were words.
Right. He was regurgitating what was put in him. Yeah. Yes, I would have fired his behind up. You stand up for the pledge of allegiance of the flag in school. When you graduate from school, you can change the policies. This is what I'm talking about. This is the same thing as protests. Change the policies. Don't go against the policies. The policies are there for a reason. Change the policies. And then you can go ahead and do the things you want to. But doing this is stupid.
But you gotta know why the policy's there.
Because the people have died for this country.
He didn't say that though. He said because he regurgitated something from God.
Right.
Yeah, so he don't know about that.
Well, he's only 11 years old, Troop. Sometimes you ain't got to know things. You'll know when you get old enough to get ready to know. All you know right now is get your behind out of that seat and stand up before I fire your behind up. That's what you need to know. I'm tired of these.
Will got a bunch of kids in a big belt.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take one of these belts off my wall and fire their behinds up with them too. Even though I gotta swing it with 2 hands, I'll swing with 2 hands and fire their behinds with it. Get out of your seat, stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. After you graduate, you don't have to do it anymore. No. In the comfort of your own home, you don't have to do it anymore. Yeah. But when you're out and you're under policies and rules, do it. I still, after firing my son up, that teacher and I would have had a problem too. You don't touch your child. My child and threw my child out. There's policies against that too.
Teacher had a problem, but I still would have tried to seize the opportunity to give this boy more information. Me
too. I would give him information. I would be like, listen. Unfortunately, we live even in a free society. Yeah. There's still laws. There's still rules. Civil laws. Whether you agree with them or not. And if you want to rebel, make sure that you are self-sufficient enough to rebel. You are not self-sufficient. You cannot get your education on your own. You need them for your education. Stop being stupid. Get what you can out of it, yet learn, and then you can come home and say, I don't want to stand for the flag anymore. Yeah. Knock the heck out of that kid. What's wrong with him?
I don't know, but I got in trouble myself.
Everybody's gotten in trouble in school. I mean, had their fair share of trouble in school, but still.
I just couldn't bring myself to sing for that. And then go home all the time and look at my grandmother. Mm-hmm. Look at all the other people. I'm the black sheep of the family.
Right.
Being Gramps, he's Georgia black. And I'm second black.
Right.
Everybody else was Indian with straight hairs and stuff all over. And look at this, it's all my people. I just couldn't bring myself to even today, I will sing that song.
Right. Now that's what you were supposed to sing in elementary school?
Yes, I think it was 7th grade we were learning that. God bless, not God bless America. The one that said, land of the freedom pride, land of the pilgrim pride, land where our fathers died.
Oh, land where my fathers died, on every mountain high, let freedom ring.
Yeah, I couldn't sing that. It's like, wait a minute, they were killing all my people.
Right.
They took all the land, killed all my people. I gotta sing to you. Ain't happening.
See, so you know what I would have told you? I would have said, little troopy. All you have to do is follow, get your education. Once you get old enough, then you can take a power in office, or you can call for a movement or present a thing to the city council for it to be voted out. That's how you handle things. There's proper ways to handle things in a free society. Yeah. Always trying to rebel and fight and go against all these things is not always. There are places and opportunities to rebel.
Well, I sing the other song, but my rebellion, my grandmother came up, uncles and stuff with hairdressers.
Oh, they went to the school?
They all came up to the school.
Good for them. And then what happened?
I don't have to sing it.
Oh, good for them. See, so it worked out for you.
Yeah, but that was many years ago. I didn't have to sing it.
Right. So yeah,
I wasn't looking to start a movement or anything.
Right.
It's just about me.
If I had to sing the Pledge of Allegiance and I had to sing the third verse where they talk about no mountain a slave can run from the hailing or the death of the grave or something like that, I want to say the Pledge of Allegiance, but they took that out, and they took that out for a reason because they don't believe in that part anymore. I mean, there has to be a time where you have to not consent.
Well,
what's the word?
This is something else I just want to talk about. Just thinking on this here.
Okay.
This lady in Texas.
All right.
I think her name is Daniel. I forget her last name. She got all upset in the act thing about a picture of cotton.
A picture of cotton.
Gotta have it removed from the art gallery and all these things. I think it's an art gallery and everything.
She should strip naked too then.
Because it's offensive to black people.
Unbelievable.
Come on. It's art.
Yep.
It's cotton. You know, don't read too much in this stuff.
No,
Is cotton king? Yeah. Was cotton the one of the major reasons for slavery? Yeah. But that's all gone now. It's still just cotton.
There's still black people who pick cotton today too.
Of course there is.
My dad used to pick cotton when he was in Red Springs, North Kakalaka. He talked about picking cotton the whole time. He said sometimes you would see the sun and the field meet. When you look down so far, they said we had to pick all of that cotton. But they weren't doing it because he was slaves. He was doing it because, for money. That's what he had to do.
Yeah, so she wants to get rid of the picture. People, choose your battles a little.
That's my point. Choose your battles. Not only choose your battles, choose your battles in a way and in means that you'll win.
And it means something.
Yeah.
Picture cotton. No, maybe you can twist everything and buy stuff and do. Nah. That's not good enough. That's no work.
Right. Choose your battles and have a plan to actually succeed.
That's it.
Don't just pick a battle because we just feel like being in our bag today, and I just feel like I'm going to protest. Hey, protest is so I hate wasting time. I'm getting older, Troop.
Yeah, that's all these protesters wasting time,
building
their own stories for when they're sitting on the porch and they're 80 years old.
Yep.
Remembering back, remember back when we used to protest when we was in school?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the white folks. That's their memories. Here the black. Oh, remember back when all those people used to protest for us?
Right.
And we still sitting there on the same porch?
Yep.
It's all broke up down now because we never was able to get any money.
Oh, you see this store right here? I broke this window to this store and got me a pair of sneakers out there.
Yeah.
Where them sneakers at, Daddy? Oh, that was 3 years ago. Them sneakers have been gone.
Like, shit, come on, you're gonna protest, get something out of it.
Don't make sense. It just doesn't make, I mean, and I understand being frustrated and wanting to do something because you're frustrated. But it just comes a time where it's like, you have to say, okay, this ain't working.
Yeah.
This ain't working. Like if I get mad because my car breaks down, I'm gonna slap the steering wheel. I'll hit the steering wheel because I'm mad because the car broke down. Right, or something like. But eventually comes a time where I say, okay, I got to stop hitting the steering wheel and figure out what I'm going to do. Call AAA, push the car to the side of the road. I got to figure something out. All we're doing is slamming our hands on the steering wheel of the car because we mad.
And waiting for some good Samaritan
to come and do. Waiting for someone to come save me. Can't you see I'm in trouble? My car's broken down. Yeah. Come fix my car, somebody. No, you got to fix your car yourself.
Yeah. You ain't got nothing in the car to fix to it.
And I would have beat my kid for not saying the Pledge of Allegiance because I was probably on my way to bring him to school because I had to meet with the teacher because he didn't want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
On Friday when they get to dress up in costume.
And we stuck in all kinds of traffic. And we stuck in traffic because the protesters are protesting something, so they blocking traffic, can't get to school. My kid's not standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. My car's broken down. I'm beating the steering wheel and everybody's getting it.
This is another article. I didn't finish it. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. I was reading about it today in this Science magazine about artificial intelligence.
Yep.
And the way they use artificial intelligence sometimes to predict. And I've heard everybody talk. I never knew it was used. These predictions are coming from artificial intelligence.
For what?
Like they're predicting how much crime's going to be, who's going to be causing the crime, and just like that thing that said like what is it? By the third grade, they know how many blacks are going to go to jail and stuff
Wow.
like that. Yeah, I've heard people say these things, but these are all predictions that come from a compass. I think is the engine that they're using to do this, and it's artificial intelligence. And they feed the things into these things, but that's where the disconnect comes. Because if you're feeding into, say you're feeding into to the community of Worcester to see, okay, how much crime we're going to have in 2018. Well, let's see how much crime we had in the past. And you feed all these.
Right.
And where did most of the crime happen? Well, most of the crime happened in these areas like
Chicago.
No, I mean for just Worcester. Well,
just Worcester? Okay.
Yeah, they happen in these areas like in this here. Yeah, so, well, now, and you don't even put in people, you don't put in any black or white anything. Well, what was the social economic mean for the people causing that? What did all these type of people like this here? And then you say that artificial intelligence. Now, tell me, what kind of people and who are going to be committing the most crime in 2018? You don't have to be intelligent to see what that's coming out to.
Right.
It's going to point right to black.
Yep.
It's going to say, well, yeah, there's going to be black. They had the most in this area before. This is where it is. It happens right in their neighborhood. So this is how we're measuring all these things. And people follow suit with it. They think this is what we're supposed to do now. This is normal.
Well, if they also factor in where's the poverty, because no matter if there's a white area that's all poverty, that's where most of the crime is going to occur. It will be white people doing most of the crime. It's a poverty thing. People think it's just, black people are just prone to commit more crimes. No, when you're broke and you ain't got no money, you commit crime. Yeah. This is what happens.
But the artificial intelligence don't know black and white.
Nope, it don't know that. Nope, not at all.
It just takes the data you put in it, crunches it up, and spits out the answer.
Yep.
And the answer is going to be, anybody can see the answer to that, what it's going to be.
Right.
And this is what we use it, and then people look at this here and say, well, that's how they think about us anyway, so let's go have some crime.
Right.
It's like, come on, people. I ain't got enough information on this yet, but it was, because I was reading it this morning, but I had to put it down so I can get ready to come here.
Yeah.
Try to give you guys a good show.
All right, and we have done that, Troop. I think we are coming towards an end. But if you are sad that we are ending the show, do not worry, because all you have to do is go to 91.3 FM on your radio dial, and you can catch Truther and Trooper Joe on Voice of the Voiceless, WCUW Worcester. We will be there from 12 to 1 p.m. so you can hear us there as well.
We'll cuss you out there too, though.
Yep. And if your kid doesn't stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, just let me know. I will beat them free of charge. And if you need anybody stoning,
I'll give them a research paper to do.
Yeah, I'll give them a research paper
on the Constitution.
Yeah. I'll give them a research paper and DCF's phone number to save them, because the next time they do something dumb like that, they'll get it again too. Yeah, true. So we're pretty much done for the day. Get ready to go do Voice of the Voiceless. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed bringing the show to you. It's your boy Truther. I'll holler.
Yeah, I'm Trooper Joe, and I want everybody to have that fun. Yeah, and I'll see you on Voice of the Voiceless.
All right.